Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Now we move on to the next topic, topic 4, which is index number. So what is index number? Index number used to measure the changes in price, quantity, performance, and other variables of interest in specific time frame. For example, in terms of week, in terms of month, in terms of year. For example, in Kuala Lumpur Stock Exchange, emas index as well as in consumer price index. Now, to find an index number, we use the ratio of current value to the base value. This base value is based on previous year. Let's say, for example, this is 2020. So your base year may be 2019 or 2018 or 2017. And your base year is always been expressed in terms of 100. Why you need to understand or know about index number? Index number helps you to understand and interpret the changes in economic, in business, as well as in educational field. For example, I able to measure the student competency from time to time throughout this semester by using the index number. A few types of index number, for example, price index number, quantity index number, value index number, composite index number. For your information, price index number is the most commonly used method throughout the world. In this topic, you will learn on two types of index number, unweighted index number and weighted index number. Simple relative price or quantity index, simple average, and simple aggregate. This simple aggregate also known as unweighted index number. Simple aggregate also known as unweighted aggregate index. Now for weightage, you have average and aggregate. Weightage average index, weightage aggregate index. And under weightage aggregate, you will find for fixed weightage, less payers, and Pache index. So today we will learn on these three types of unweighted index number. Also, we only focus on price and index number. These are the notation that we'll use in calculating for index number. P now, which is the first one here, is price of the base year. PT, price of the current year. Q now, quantity of the base year. QT, quantity of the current year. And the last one is weight, denoted as W. Here are the formula for unweighted index number for simple relative price, simple relative quantity, simple average, and unweighted aggregate. This unweighted aggregate, as I've mentioned previously, is known as simple aggregate index. For the simple relative price, the formula will be price of the current year divided by price of the base year. For quantity, you just change the value of P into Q. For simple relative quantity, we will use quantity of the current year divided by quantity of the base year times with 100. In simple average price, the formula is summation of price at the current year divided by price at the base year times with 100 divided by N. Here N is the number of item. For unweighted aggregate price, the formula will be summation of price at the current year divided by summation of price at the base year times with 100. You only been given a formula for aggregate price index. As for quantity, you just change the P into Q. To give you some understanding on unweighted index number in terms of calculation, here are a few examples to help you to understand how it be done. So here are the example. Beauty Cosmetics sells 3 types of facial cream to the public. The company record shows the price and quantity sold for each type as follows. So there are 3 types of cosmetic brand, the price and number of sold for 2017 and 2018. So now we need to calculate simple relative quantity index for the 3 items. So to find the simple relative quantity index, so I create another column. This will be your QT. This will be your Q null. Okay, the next one, for night cream, it will be 40 divided by 31 times with 100. So your answer, you will get 129.03. And for the whitening cream, it will be 12 divided by 8 times with 100, and you will get 150. So this is how you calculate for simple relative quantity index. Which type of facial cream increase at higher rate? So if you look at these 3 items, the one that give you the highest value shows the highest rate. Whitening cream. Okay, the next one. The table below shows the average price and quantity of 3 products sold at Unweighted Pharmacy. So here is the products E1, E2 and E3. So you have 3 products. You have price for 2016 and 2017. And then you have quantity for 2016 and 2017. So it mentioned here using 2016 as the base year. So here will be P now, Q now. So here will be PT and QT. So now it wants you to determine the average price index of the products and explain its meaning. So my advice that you create another column. Okay, I will use this area. So here we'll write as PT divided by P now times with 100. 25 divided by 20 times with 100. 125. So for the next one is 18 divided by 15 times with 100, you will get 120. And the last one will be 12 divided by 10, and you will get 120. So you find this summation. This will be summation of PT divided by P now times with 100. So the value will be 365. To find this, it will be 365 divided by 3. Why 3? Because you have 3 items. So n equals to 3. So the value will be 121.67. So now when you want to explain its meaning, you have to look at the value. If value greater than 100, therefore there is an increase. And if the value is less than 100, therefore there is a decrease. So in this case, The value is 121.67. So there is an increment for how much? You should do 121.67 minus with 100. So you will get 21.67%. So there is increase of 21.67%. So how do you going to write this one? The average price of 3 products increased by 21.67% from 2016 to 2017. The next one, calculate the simple aggregate quantity index. One, you have to do total QT divided by total Q now times with 100. So here you have Q now, you have QT. So you add all the 3 items, you will get QT, summation of QT. For Q now, you add up all the 3 items and you will get total Q now. So from my calculation, my Q now will be 4700 and my QT will be 6200. 6200 divided by 4700 times 100 and you get the value of 131.91. If you see from this value, we can say that there is an increase in the quantity of items sold at Angrid Pharmacy by 31.91%. So we move on to your tutorial to have a better understanding for this unweighted index number.